That's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Right to the air. Here's Stafford. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A first run now for Kyron Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on second down is Stafford. Being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford on first down. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Buying time to his left. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action now. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now rush. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost...
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man, the tight end Luke Schoonmaker. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run here with Rico Dowdle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's Rush on 2nd down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He'll buy some time right. Man open is Robinson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Demarcus Robinson from 13 yards out. And the Rams post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Garoppolo looking to throw for it, and that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is a big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now Lewis selects to return it. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, 70 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Rams ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Corum now on 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Rams would extend their lead here just before halftime. The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. I couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
First down now for Rush. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Rush. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a play fake. Garoppolo flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if
the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. On the draw, this is Davis. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit trimmed to 6 now. It's 16-10. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And able to get this out to the 25. L.A. set to take over again on offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Escapes the sack. Flushed. Now Garoppolo lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Back to throw, Rush. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Davis. And this is going to be a Cowboys 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, a give to Davis. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Rush here on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Rush with it on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Rush to throw. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Rush. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Freeman. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Critical extra point up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So Jimmy Garoppolo and the offense down 17-16, a minute 52 to play. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Finding Allen. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Steps away to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely no. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Now remember, no overtime here in preseason. This offense hoping that's a moot issue as they try to finish this one off. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. should just about do it.
We have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch